Going to get some collective energy for just everybody in general, or just like a general message for anybody. I think I'm just going to pull 3 and then pull from somewhere else. My other deck. Two of Coins is in reverse. Temperance is up face forward. Father Sims. And the 8 of Baskets, which is the 8 of Cups. Okay. The reversal, it means failure to prioritize. You're disorganized, living paycheck to paycheck, carrying someone else's weight, 2 irons in the fire, credit card debt, or inflexible people. It's a juggler riding a unicycle, and it's a huge tidal wave rises on the background. He has drawn a circle for protection around himself, as the sand hopes that it will be well in the end. So maybe you've been having issues with finances or just being organized, and it's time for balance. Get your priorities in order. You need reliable partnerships. You gotta learn how to multitask. And Father Sims is Temperance, a major arcana card. He's dressed in purple satin robe. You know, purple stands for royalty. Says the water represents his baptism as a 2-headed doctor, a hoodoo that does good and bad work. And the meaning is, it's asking you to review your position regarding your inquiry. Things do not have to be black and white, so don't force it to be. Okay, if you have been asked to compromise or cooperate, but you feel resistant to the ideal, this card is a good sign that you haven't considered all the aspects of the situation. So it's like, basically, are you being fair? Peace is priceless. It says an alliance is not so bad of an ideal. Just basically trying to like take in consideration of something that somebody been asking you to do. Just, weighing your options out, taking chances. And the last is the 8 of Baskets in reverse. So in this picture, I'm going to face it upward so you can see. A man is walking away from his house. He's walking away from a house. He's on the look of his face, he's obviously an unwelcome visitor, as someone has placed hot foot powder on the porch to keep him away. There are many different recipes for hot foot powder, but the most common one usually includes pepper, salt, and sulfur. When it's in the negative, which it was, it says you have unknown fears, you have unhealthy attachments, you're making changes that you'll regret later, you have a lot of fear of commitment, fair weather friends. You're abandoning your responsibilities, and you're wandering aimlessly around. When it's faced up, it's basically telling you to it's time to become independent, moving forward, moving on, leaving the past behind, taking a retreat, I mean a vacation, relocating, abandoning what you've outgrown, and seeking truth. So basically, drop the fears. Time to change. That's the collective energy I have for everybody. Let me see if I can pull some. I'm gonna pull 4 cards: core cards, projection cards, cool and hot cards. I'm gonna pull one from each deck. You have wisdom, purpose, optimism, and abandonment. So the core card is wisdom. Core is always within, so that means you have wisdom within. We could give you the extra meanings of it once I find on this card. It has the tree of life, will represent spiritual bridges between earth and the heavens. It's a reminder that wisdom is accessible, and it's okay. This says the ocean is vast, and the glass and the water on the table may be very small, but they both consist of one oxygen and two hydrogen atoms. The duplex knot right here, the knots, they're a symbol that has been throughout the cultures of the world since the Stone Age, and therefore predates its later identification as the Celts or King Solomon. It is used here to reinforce the message of inextricable link between all, basically linking things together, linking earth with the heavens. When you get this card, it's wisdom of evolution. And they're asking, what is the situation? Was it really a waste of time? Have you forgiven yourself for it? Do you expect someone else to wise up just because you have gotten the point now? Are you negatively prejudging possibilities, making excuses, or coming down with a case of what ifs because you're secretly fear of growth? All your cards is connecting. You have fear in here. It's something that you're fearing or fearful of, or just don't have that confidence as an average person have. It's time for you to be wise. It's time for you to get it together. And the next one is purpose. Purpose is a projection card. So projection is basically outer, your outer expressions. on here is a navel stone, is a symbol of the great goddess and can be found throughout the world. Some scholars suggest that these stones are deliberately placed in oracle centers according to geodetic principles. Likewise, people of the ancient world constructed the majority of temples and other sacred places with great purpose according to the sacred astronomical considerations to benefit themselves as the generations to come. They represent the critical importance of remaining focused on essential themes in your life, the source of your energy. The meaning is there, okay, then when you get this card, which is purpose, there's a possibility that you're making an inessential or incorrectly ascribing a good purpose for belief, decision, or action. This card may also be warning you to beware of how the attachment of purpose or necessity to belief, decision, or act may be considering will positively or negatively affect your self-esteem in the short term or your overall legacy in the long term. You may also need to reflect on whether you are treasuring your divine ability to define everything in or around you as one with the universe. Like, it's basically questioning what's your purpose in life. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you need to change? And what are you going to do about it? And optimism is cool, is a cool card. So cool card is a reaction. So let's see. On this card is a flowering garden of cypress, ferns, and orange trees representing optimism, abundance, and bliss. When you get this card, it says, believe that things will work out for the best and go forward with no doubt to the contrary. This is essential now. So whatever it is that you've been not wanting to take a part of or not wanting to be honest with yourself about, it's time for you to set your foot one pace at a time and just get it started. It's like basically saying stop living in fear. Like you had a multiple of cards that's saying stop living in fear. Abandonment is a hot card. That's another action reaction. On this card, okay, the scene on the card depicts the ruins of the first century Roman theater. At one time, this was the location of great performances and joy, but the possibility of both was denied to certain people based on socioeconomic inequality that wouldn't permit them to enter. It doesn't matter now. It's been decaying too long to fix. This card represents the necessity to move on and seek amusement elsewhere. It's basically saying let go, say goodbye. It's not worth your energy. Whatever it is that's blocking you, you have to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm tired of living in the same space. I'm tired of having the same results. It's just the same consistent cycles, and I'm tired of seeing the same cycles. So it's up to me to change. Only me can put one foot in front of the other and make the right moves that I need to make to get this good energy or correct energy to come into my life. So that's all the energy I have for a collective. If it resonates with you, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you could be notified when I post my readings. And you have a good night.